I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and this is what's happening in your news across Nevada. The Nevada Department of Transportation this month breaks ground on a new 712,000 Goldfield Visitor Center on 1¼ acres along the east side of U.S. Highway 95 between 1st and 2nd Streets in Goldfield. Plans for constructing a single-story 1,200 square foot building with 2 ceiling fans, 3 drinking fountains, and a unisex bathroom. The wood-frame precast siding visitor center will have storefronts and a stamped metal roof with canopied visitor shading. The semi-collapsed bottle building and existing bathrooms on the northeast corner of the site will remain untouched. Additional amenities include a 62-foot-long by 40-foot-wide dog run area, as well as trash receptacles, handicapped accessible ramps, and 2 informational kiosks. The property will also have an asphalt paved lot with handicap and large truck parking. Construction will finish by late fall. Esmeralda County will assume maintenance responsibilities upon completion. Since the early 1980s, May has been a month for celebrating historic preservation and archaeology in Nevada. This year, the theme acknowledges the 50th anniversary of the National Historic Preservation Act, which helps to stabilize neighborhoods and downtowns, contributes to public education, attracts investment, creates jobs, generates tax revenues, supports small business and affordable housing, and powers Nevada heritage tourism industry. Agencies and organizations have teamed up to spread awareness of archaeological and historic preservation efforts throughout the state and encourage both residents and visitors to explore and learn about Nevada's significant archaeological and historical treasures. In March, the unemployment rates in the state's metropolitan statistical areas increased relative to February, but decreased over the year. The rate in Las Vegas rose to 6% and is down 1.2 percentage points from last year. The rate in Reno-Sparks rose to 5.5%, while the Carson City MSA rate is up 0.1 percentage points relative to last month to 6.8% and declined 1.4 percentage points over the year. As previously reported, the statewide unemployment rate for March fell to 5.8%. The unemployment rate remains below 9% in all of Nevada's counties. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
And here's Josh Osborne with today's Great Computer Deals Tech Tips.
Hi, it's Josh with Great Computer Deals, Pahrumph's #1 computer superstore. It's time for another quick tutorial.
Golden Rules for Having a Happy Computer Part 3. Stay patient. Nothing worth doing is easy at first. The same thing applies with computers. Don't give up. I promise it gets easier the more you try. Don't be afraid to learn on your own. Watch tutorial videos on YouTube. Research your question using a search engine like Google or Yahoo. There is free help out there. Don't be afraid to use it. And finally, don't feel pressured to learn every single thing that your computer does. All that matters is that it's helping you make your life a little easier and more enjoyable. Great Computer Deals is the superstore you'll recommend to your friends and family. We're located on Highway 372 across from Pizza Hut. Or call us at 990-8833.
Let's join Ron Chase with Nevada Public Auction.
This segment is sponsored by Nevada Public Auction.
We have a big auction again, and it's this Thursday. So we're still on Thursday nights. We start the auction at 5:30 at night. We do all of our coins first. And at 6:30 we do all of our collectibles, antiques, purses, stuff like that.
How can people preview?
Preview is all day Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The catalog is also online at auctionnv.com. You can see the full catalog. And again, at 5:30 on Thursday, we start doing all the coins first. Silver, bullion, I got some gold in there, lots of proofs, graded coins, key dates. Again, about 150, 175 lots of coins first. And at 6:30, we start everything else. And this week is jewelry, lots of nice purses, Coach bags, Dooney & Burke, a lot of depression glass, antiques like Lenox, Vaseline glass, Fenton, lots of just gorgeous, gorgeous antiques.
Swords and records?
There's a lot of records, a lot of Elvis, some Beatles, record lots, some swords, some like decorative swords, some dragon swords, dragon lamps. Again, quite a collection in here this Thursday night.
So are you going to stay at Thursday?
We're undecided. We're still letting the crowd kind of figure out what we're going to do, but we've been on Thursdays now for like the whole month. Seems to be going pretty good, but come on down on a Thursday night, tell us if you like it, and then we'll make a decision next month.
And you can also bid online.
That's right. So the catalog is online. The full thing can be seen online, bid online. If you're local, though, I highly encourage you to come down and take a look. There's some amazing things. An antique cream separator back there. Some really nice early Americana in here, too.
If you want to sell your items, how can you do that?
One item, 1,000 items, just give me a call here at 751-4867. Email us. The website is auctionnv.com, and we're at 800 Margaret Street. It's one street right off 372, right past the hospital.
Former Nevada State Attorney General Catherine Cortez Masto is campaigning to U.S. Senate. Masto spoke at the Pahrump Nugget recently.
We have watched as those in Washington, time and again, have failed the American people, refused to take up the challenges that we face every day. Right now, there are politicians in Washington, there's too much partisan bickering, and there's not enough problem solving. And that's what we are fighting every day. For me, that's why I'm running to be your next United States Senator. I'm a problem solver. Now, I know we hear that a lot, but I've done it. I don't have to remind all of you, at one point in time, we led the nation in the worst foreclosure crisis ever. Big banks were taking advantage of homeowners. Over 77,000 homeowners were at risk of losing their home to foreclosure. And I was one of the first attorneys general in the country to sue the big banks. And it was because of that litigation that we did in my office that we brought well over $1.9 billion in relief to homeowners in this state. And I will tell you, one of my proudest moments as your Attorney General was when I stood by Governor Sandoval as he signed into law landmark legislation that I sponsored to combat human trafficking. With many people in this room and across this state, we were able to work with victims to help them come forward and have the courage to stand up to those pimps and predators. We strengthened the laws against those pimps and predators. We expanded the sex offender registry. We gave the victims the right to sue their captors. But most importantly, we put them on a pathway to a new beginning, to become survivors.
So it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah. So you told me that you hooked up your neighbor to free local television
That's
today.
right, that's
Yeah?
right. Well, she had an antenna, but it was a very old, kind of flimsy kind of thing. And, you know, as you've said before, there's different kinds of antennas. So we got her the digital antenna, the right antenna for it, and coming in crystal clear.
So she has like a regular flat screen TV
Yep.
and just got a digital antenna at Walmart, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there in town. I think it was like $30. Now she lives a little farther away from the station, so she got the better one.
Yeah. Because there's
yeah.
ones that plug in that have like an amplifier or something, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, in general, an amplifier is probably going to give you better results, especially if you're farther out, you know, for sure.
So then you rescan the TV. One of the things I've been finding with rescanning people is that the biggest thing is to teach them how to use the remote so that they're comfortable with using the remote.
Sure.
And so we never want to leave them without them knowing how to switch over, because you can keep your satellite and you can also get free local television, in case you guys are listening and wondering what we're talking about. We have 4 digital channels here at 46.1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you're listening on the radio and you want to get hooked up to free local TV, you don't only get us, you also get some Vegas stations. You can get about, how many did you get today with
Oh, I think it was in the range of 10 or 12,
10 or
somewhere in that park, yeah.
And we've even got 24. And
wow,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
So if you want to get hooked up, it's free. You have to buy the digital antenna, but we will come out for free. Zach will come out to your house.
That's right.
So she was happy?
She's very happy, and she does have Dish in addition to it, but she can't live without Channel 46.
Exactly. She wants to know what's going on in local news, and she watches religiously.
Yes, she does.
So you're gonna
She does. I won't say her name. She might hurt me.
There you go. Well, I'm glad she's hooked up. And if you want to get hooked up, you can give us a call, 775-727-9400. If you call me extension 201, I might come out with the camera and film us hooking you up and put you on TV. We'll be back in just a moment with your weather.